The war had burned for 15 long years, 15 years of fire and smoke and shattered skies. Humanity had discovered the planet Virilia in the twilight of Earth's natural resources, a vibrant world teeming with life, minerals, and promise. But they weren't the first to lay claim to it. The native species, the Tarellians, had lived there for centuries. The war began with diplomacy and ended in desolation. Uriah Vance had been a soldier since the first dropships touched Virilia's soil. His armor bore the scars of every campaign, but the tide had turned. After years of bloodshed, the Tarellians were finally retreating, disappearing into the deeper forests and caverns of their dying homeworld. The final battle had ended only days ago. Uriah remained behind on patrol duty while the main force prepared to pull out. Official orders were clear, secure. Clean up, leave. It was in a ruined village on the edge of a jungle shelf that he found them. A woman, clearly Tarellian, though smaller and thinner than the warriors he had fought, stood in the remnants of a stone shelter, her arms wrapped protectively around a young child with slate-gray skin and glowing teal eyes. Her eyes met his with a blend of terror and defiance. "Please," she said in broken standard, her voice trembling but determined. "We have no place to go. My husband, he was soldier. Killed. We hide. I beg." Uriah raised his weapon on instinct, then stopped. The child stared up at him, not crying, just watching. Silent. Innocent. He should have radioed command. Should have done the cleanup they ordered. Instead, he lowered the rifle. "What's your name?" he asked. She hesitated. "Lyra." He glanced at the child. And her. His. "Cairo." Uriah looked around. The jungle was creeping back in, reclaiming the ruins. He thought of the cities on Earth, now overpopulated and polluted, of the metals tucked in his gear, all meaningless, of the friends he'd buried, and of how tired he was. "You can't stay here," he said softly. She nodded slowly, her voice nearly a whisper. "We will leave, if you let us live." "No." He looked out toward the horizon. "I mean, you can't stay here alone." He paused, surprised by his own words. "I'll stay. I'll help." Lyra blinked in confusion. "Why?" He looked down at Cairo, who had moved to his side, clutching his armored leg. "Because maybe the war should end with mercy," he said. He buried his communicator in a shallow grave the next morning and watched the last Earth ships rise into the sky. Then he turned to the jungle, to the ruins, to Lyra and Cairo. And for the first time in 15 years, Uriah Vance laid down his weapon and began to build.